we're saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Took
till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now here's Lauletta. Pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit!
Now it's Lauletta. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Here's Lauletta. Flushed out right. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Wait, 20. 20. Go ahead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
65, 65. Come on, fellas, here we go. Here we go, hurry up, hurry up. Shit. Go ahead. Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Dumps off to Powell. Still fighting for more. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
180. 180. Stay hot. 21. Here we go. Check girls.
Running left is Crowell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go. 180.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 92 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's Lauletta. Incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exists when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Wait. 21. Here we go.
On second down. Here's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Crowell. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep it with Crowell on first. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Powell. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Crowell. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Lauletta on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Detroit!
This is third and long. Here's Lauletta escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Desperation time on fourth down for Lauletta. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Hey, gun, gun!
Again, it's Crowell. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down. Wait. Hey, gun.
On third down, Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Seattle, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire